Talk to me a little bit about IMS and how they partner with Ameren and what they're doing really to move the needle with leadership development at your company.
Sure. So, I mean, IMS has been really helpful, especially with that mighty middle. Because you got to remember, we got all these programs. People can go through the programs, but what do you do when you're done? So, you've done leads 4 or 5 years ago. Are you continuing to grow and develop yourself? Hopefully, you are. And a lot of our leaders are. But some of them, much like anywhere else, it's time. People get busy. They don't they don't get intentional with their development. So sometimes you need to put those opportunities in front of them so they can continue to grow and develop. And so we've, over the last couple of years, have continued to grow our attendance in IMS, which I think is great. If you go back and look at like 2022, I think we had like somewhere around 250 people go to some of the free programs that you guys offer and other types of programs as well. By that next year, 2023, by the end of that, we had added another 100 people that were going to your programs, which was great. But then around April this year, I do have somebody on my team named Alejandro. He is a marketing guy. But he's like, you know what? I have this list of people who are past graduates of our leads program. It's about 600 people. I'm going to start connecting and reaching out to them about some of these offerings that IMS has. And I'm going to do it in a timely way. So I'm not going to send it to him 4 weeks out, 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out. I'm going to send it. The first time he did it was in April when you guys had Michael coming. And he sent it out about 2 days before that session. And I think you guys called us the next day and said, Brendan called me and said, hey, you guys had 70 people sign up overnight. Like, what the heck did you guys do? And what Alejandro was doing was marketing directly to that group. Like, who is the group that we know is the audience for this, instead of plastering it across the organization or just focusing on putting it out in whatever communication avenues that you have in your organization. He was getting very targeted. He also wrote a very nice email and really kind of an exciting email about like, don't miss out on your opportunity. We're thinking about your development. And he also, this sounds a little old school, but he did a mail merge because it felt very personal, like it came from him. And people literally responded to him with like, thank you for thinking about my development, Alejandro. And we had over 100 people show up to that April session,
Wow.
which is crazy. And then that next month we did it again. We took a little bit of a different way. We sent it out about a week before, and then a reminder like those 1 or 2 days before. We had another 93 show up at the session in May. So we're excited to keep trying it out. Again, experiment. I think we figured out how to crack the nut a little bit because it's hard. We're a big organization. We have 9,200 people. There's no good one bullhorn when it comes to getting communications out. Our internal communications group does a great job. They send out great information, but not everybody looks at it. Field people don't look at this. Office people don't look at this. Some people look at Viva Engage, but some people don't. So there isn't that one bullhorn. I feel like once you get to a mid-sized, big organization, you just don't have that anymore. You don't have that one thing that everyone listens to unless it's your CEO saying, hey, listen to me.